This is Untitled Tag Game, a game where you tag people, and I think it's one of the best games that exist on Roblox because, I saw this video by IMOV2, and where he just starts flying for some reason, and that is very cool. So let's do it. Oh wait, Sketch made a video already. It's quite popular. It should be fine. Now, the game is in pre-alpha, so it's not a child or a baby. Probably not even born yet. So basically, not all of the game's features are out yet, but hopefully they're coming. Now, Untitled Tag Game with code has a lot of content, so I'll be covering them separately. So we'll start off with the classic on the map Robloxia, I think. And I spawned in as the tagger. So I'll explain the game's rules. You basically walk up to a runner, aka blue guy, and then tag him. Now you become blue, and be blue, and you win, I think. Now, I'm currently being chased, but I want to show you these little Easter eggs. Like this smiley, and then there's a blue guy and a red guy. There is this here, which I think is a card part. And then there is this parking in the middle, and oh come on! They really had to tag me while giving a tour. Well then you take this, you mother. So I just ran around and dodging the taggers, and that was it. The movement was quite simple. WASD for moving, space for vaulting. The other movements are just swinging, and so I joined another server, because why not? And it was the same map still, and I was a ghost for some reason, and yeah, it's bomb. A bit like a potato, but we'll skip that for now. Now we are on competitive, which practically the same as classic. As you see here, the maps are different, because well, it's Chinatown, and now we are on Crossroads with the minigame Freeze. It's like that one game that we all used to play as children. Now, instead of playing with friends, now you can hate on these little children. And it's completely fun. So, you try and run from these taggers, and if you get tagged, you literally get frozen. Like, if you were touched. But overall, it wasn't the worst. I mean, you get immunity, which is quite handy, as it prevents camping. But you also get immunity so if you're frozen, so you're guaranteed to take some damage. And when you die, you become a chiller, which can freeze the runners, which fail to save you. And do your work properly footage. And I think it's going a bit fast paced, so let's go to Haunted Mansion, which is 1-to-1 replica of Haunted Mansion in Roblox. Anyways, it's now Juggernaut, and now we're meant to kill the enemies, which are the Juggernauts, and I'm the hunter. Only problem is, it's kinda janky, but overall, it was very easy. They said that they wouldn't fight back for some reason, and they were just a punchy bag. Now, we are on the faction map, and I have to say, even a work in progress, it still looks absolutely fabulous. I tried to find my way to get to this side, because well, it was infection, but I just didn't know how. I mean, I tried every way except like, oh yeah, those methods. Maybe I should try and do them, but later for effect. And speaking of infection, it's quite simple really. I mean, you get tagged and then you become infected until everyone's infected or the land is standing. And the faction map is quite well in a very creative place up near the top, but it's somewhat limiting to when you're near the bottom because it's just a lake, which won't be handy when it's just slashing. Where I'm the survivor and it's pitch black. You literally cannot see anything. So it becomes difficult to be around and, not fall into the area below and get killed by the slashes who do a scary amount of damage. And then, while I was being chased, I saw cannons! What? You can fire them at will and choose the direction. Now that is sick. But that's not actually game mode isn't. I mean, you're just playing regular Untitled Tag Game, but you're blind, which doesn't help. But hey, let's look into a couple games in the future, and hey, it's Freeze Tag. No, it's not. It's Team Tag, which is practically the same as Freeze Tag, but instead, the enemy team also freezes up, and the last team standing wins, I think. And this is also on the faction map, which the cannons actually freeze the enemy? How? I mean, I still gotta tag these enemies, so let me just do that, because you get money and EXP, which can be used for these awesome skins and emotes. Now, it's time to get voting for these maps. And for some reason, I just got hit with a bombardment of ads after voting for Glass House. And also the map is now called Wall Glass House. And I thought that meant the blue wall around the map, but nope, there's a giant wall in the middle of the map, which you can blow up with a cannon? I did not know that it would be able to do that, but okay. And the wall regenerates, which means that if you're on the other side and the wall regenerates, I think you'll still be fine, because there's a cannon on the other side, so it would not be that big of a problem. And I don't care what minigame is above. I just wanted to run around blowing up the wall because it's more fun than whatever it was. Now, I was mostly moving regularly, maybe performing a vault or two, but I decided to get better. I must learn some of the more advanced techniques. So let me show you. The first technique to learn was vault stacking, which mostly works on stairs and ledges. It requires you to be spamming on the jump key on the ledge or stair for extra speed. And if it works and this gives you an insane amount of speed, the next one we learn is high vaulting, which people say is the best technique in Untitled Tag Game. It requires you to vault at the very last second possible to have an increase in speed. I mean, I just didn't know how it would work. I mean, it's probably my problem, but I think it's just gambling. Now, with my newfound knowledge, I decided to hit back on the battlefield. And it was definitely worth it as my most favorite minigame, the crown. You basically collect the crown from the king, I guess like the French Revolution as your peasants, and it's extremely fun, as you're either chasing for the crown or running away from the crown. And it generally have more than one crown to make it more fair, but easier, but not this like as gold crown. I started out as the peasant for one goal. Take the crown. Which I did. And so I ran. And I failed. And then I took it, and then I lost it again and again. Now, only a few seconds remaining. I thought I had lost, but I didn't give up. And I won! Actually, the next game I lost. So let's never mind that. Now, let's overlook into Santa's Stronghold, where we fight to the death on team deathmatch. And I think I did pretty overall, and I got many kills here and there, and I think we're about to win. And it was pretty nice. Another team game, and it's team swap. It's like that freeze swap mode like earlier, and for some reason everyone's just standing here in the middle. I mean, I didn't understand why, and I couldn't even tag anyone in here. You might as well just tag other people, because I feel like you'll be sent into space with the amount of collisions. Hey, it's back again. But I guess it's free fall instead of team deathmatch. Kinda the same, but there's more people to kill. And now it's bomb, finally. The one that I foreshadowed earlier. It's probably more fun now, because it's subspace bomb. I didn't know what subspace was, so I'll just do a different game that has it. So now I'm in free admin. Hey, what the? Well, that's it. I'm pulling out the flight commands. Ahaha, now you can't reach me. Now, where the hell is subspace? Just searching through. Oh, there it is. And now, I'm gonna try and use my body like a golf club to try and hit an enemy with it. So it absolutely eviscerates anyone in a certain radius, so that means that you'll die if you get near, I think. I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work. Okay, so bomb. I mean, I tried to hide up top here because it's safe, and I got the bomb. So I decided to drop down kamikaze on the enemies before running off. And it worked. And now, I'm the last 3 people to a person. Oh god dang it, I became a bomb. Come here, you Robloxian. And he went up to the fireplace, and I had no idea where he went, so I died. Bruh. Okay. Now we are gonna go to Crossroads again now, which I hate because it's another slasher game. Which, like I said before, I hate because you can't really see it. Never mind. I actually changed my mind. I love this game so much. I mean, there's totally nothing wrong with the game. I totally did not change my mind just because I had got to the slasher, which, if you don't know, basically means you get an extra jump boost, which allows you to consistently kill the enemies. And now you have night vision, but everything is just red. Now, the last game is on Santa's Workshop. Here is truly the most brain-rotted minigame, Chaos. This was actually not that crazy, but I mean, it was everything in Untitled Tag Game. The bomb, the crown, freezers, taggers, infection, and juggernaut, and probably the slasher. Now, my main goal was to take the crown once more, because it stated that you get immunity from what? I don't know. Because if you're hit, you kind of lose the crown, and you probably become a bomb and then explode. But whatever. I just started chasing until I got the crown. Again, then I just started running. And then I honestly had no idea on what has happened. And there's a lot to chaos, mostly because only with all the mini games in one. And just shut into one place. So now I'm on the freezes team, and it's to freeze all the runners except the crown, which okay, it makes sense, but I feel on it. It's just hard. Just don't bully me, please. I still don't understand what the hell is going on. Maybe my brain's neurons are malfunctioning. And that is actually not the last game, because for some reason, while making the video, the game had collabed and got an update with combat initiation. And this gave this new game with Bloxer, where you take out this king. It took me a while to find, so I just went to this handy menu, where you can find the servers for Infinite Crown, Bloxer, or Initiation, which wasn't that great. I mean, I know the map was stunning, it's just clustered, but much bigger and darker, and you have to beat the king, which is quite difficult, for a few reasons. One is that, well, you get sent flying to the sky. Maybe Space X should use this, and that the king does way too much damage, and you only get 3 lives, so you die pretty quickly. And the last thing is the invisibility frames you get from hitting each other, which makes the king practically immortal with the amount of HP he has. So it's physically impossible to beat him within the time, and he's practically immortal, so he just doesn't take any damage. So it wasn't the best. Now, what if I told you that there was a second game? It's called Legacy Untitled Tag Game, and it is the predecessor to the original game, because this game has the name Recall. It is an entirely new game made by the developer for a better experience. And yes, I'll definitely agree. The Untitled Tag Game has a better UI and movement, but it still doesn't have some of the maps the Legacy Untitled Tag Game has. Go check out both and subscribe please. But yeah, well, go check out my other videos.